well, we're back at it again after a long hiatus on terms of the series, I guess. Well, Lord knows it took me a while to get everything working. But yeah, welcome back to Railroader, guys. Today we'll be operating. Well, we'll be doing a lot of stuff. Honestly, we have the Borden's Creamery cars right over here that we need to take care of. We also have the sawmill cars here that need to be dropped off. So that's going to be a pain in the butt to deal with as well. Cottonfield Oil, Slay Mica, and then Ella Farm Supply. So we got a lot of things to organize here. First things first, we have to wait for the passenger train to get through, because there is a passenger train in the that is expected to depart here from Whittier. We gotta get that taken care of. We also have to get these logs sorted here, or these logs sent back up the hill. So that will have to be done. How are you doing here, sir? We have a couple cars waiting to be dropped off, but aside from that. And I had to update a bunch. So this is a funny, kind of a funny story. I had to update a bunch of mods here to get the whole thing to work. To get update a bunch of mods, and when I did that, I ended up screwing up the game royally for a little bit. All because one of the mods I was using, I actually had a conflict with two different mods, and it was, interestingly enough, it was the Better Passengers mod, and the other one was the what was it? Oh yeah, and the other one was the the custom passenger bonuses. So we had I had two mods installed that conflicted with one another, and it was just not working. So, and it led to a whole mess of problems here. Right, here we go. Send you out. You're not on AI right now, but I will send you on to AI here. Speed. Send you out over here. Meanwhile, my you need to be sent into the roundhouse. So let's get on you. Yeah. I was originally planning to set this up. I was originally basically planning that essentially we would wait until the maintenance of way update would come out, but. Well, because when I tried to play the game and I couldn't get anything to load properly, well, it was loading properly. It was just the fact that when I ended up when I would load into the game, it would essentially nothing would load, and you can't, and I couldn't see anything, so I gotta figure out what stall to put you in. Okay, I'll put you in this stall here. I'll do. Put a player over here so we can get things sorted out. And because we're set up in the right direction, we will not worry about the... Wait, which stall did I open up here? Yeah, the next one over. Okay. Alright. And there we go. Alright, we got that set up here. Alright, back it up. Back into the shed. Gonna be stored away here for a little bit while we get things sorted here. Yeah, I've updated a few of the mods to work a little bit to be updated standards, so. But as of right now, I still need some. It's still there's some mods that I've added, at least one mod I added, and some mods I've removed. But aside from just that, it's not too much here. Alright, stop. No. Close the doors. We're good there. Now we need to turn the people around again to this stall here. There you go. Now we send the diesel. F units here over, I guess, to the back shop here, honestly. That'll be the best shop. Best area to store them in right now. We'll do 20 miles an hour, and we'll set them off over here at the back shop. Just gonna go back up here. I'm not sure if everything's MU'd. No, it's just the lead unit there. Oh, I just oh, that's why. Okay, you can see that the numbers and the letters are not showing up on this locomotive, which is fair because nothing actually works here and nothing is back. Okay, that's back and running. What kind of font was I using on these locomotives here? Weird. Whatever. Okay, you're set up. So where are we? He just something happened. Okay, he's coming up to McLean. He's coming up through McLean. He's coming up to Almond right now. Yeah, we better pass the drop off. It's Whittier here. Locomotive number 2. Are you ready to go? No, he's not ready yet. Ah, logs. All right. Well, we have a little bit of time there, so we'll leave that alone for now. Let's see. Pulse. We might have enough time to get this guy running here, so let's go ahead and get him out of here. Okay, you're in well, let's get you in a manual control here. Let's see. Headlights on forward, I'm assuming. Brake side in there. And we're gonna release the brakes on the rear kind of cars here. If you can find it. There it is. Okay, brake, release. Alright, so we should be in good standings here. Release the brakes. Pull forward. See if that pulls forward or pulls back. I don't know which way it's gonna be going. Okay, you're going, that's forward. Okay. Hold on. What? Oh yeah, you're using the GE skill bell. Okay, good enough. We might need to make a bigger yard for this, honestly. A little bit notch on the throttle there. What was that about? Oh, number 8,000 has arrived at waypoint already. Alright, that's good. Y here, the yard here. Get this out of here. We'll do some manual switching out here. The Wabash cars, Wabash and Mopac. Cores. Borden's Creamery there. We'll get this out of the yard, and then I guess what we'll do is we'll head out to the main. Depending on how long it will take us, we probably can get a chance of getting the thing out of here. Oh, no, he's already leaving. Good. That actually makes this a little easier for us, honestly. Whoops. Hang on. Coming down the line. There it goes. Get zoomed out here a little bit. He's flying. That's pretty cool. Nice little shot there. Oh, not bad. Got the last car on the observation back there. There we go. Alright. Alright, there we go. Let's get the brakes on here. Alright. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Oh wait, F4 is not anything. That's the timetable there. There we go. Alright. Line the switches back. Send the train back. Gotta follow closely behind. Alright, we're good. Let's climb aboard the weird car here, honestly. Let's ride the shove. Alright, you're good. Why was I in... Did I derail or something? What happened? Nope, I didn't derail. It just, for some reason, I put it in neutral. Alright, well, that's good enough. Alright, bell off. We're good. Ride the shove. And before we do anything, we need to make sure that... Okay, he's coming through Thomas Valley there. One more notch on the drill. Get her not Jade here. Alright, to the crossover. It's been a while since I've played this game, honestly. Alright, there we go. Notched up, ready to go. So, yeah, I've got a few new mod, at least one new mod, honestly. Not, nothing significant, but enough where it's like, it'll be fun. Actually, I could probably open it up right now. I believe it's in locations out under Bryson. That's out Hardwood. Piggyback. There we are. Loading, unloading track, boxcar tracks. Okay. We're gonna go tier 1 with that one. But yeah, we have a piggyback service to deal with now. We also have cross traffic, but we have yet to really do anything with that because we don't have the equipment just yet. Yeah, we don't have the necessary equipment. Riding the shove is a bit of... We should have probably bought a transfer caboose. That's another thing I bought recently with the transfer caboose. Make sure to switch your line back for us. Follow closely behind. We are going 26 miles an hour there. Is he going through Thomas Valley yet? No, he's still there. A little bit more speed on there. There's our red block. We don't care about reds. We're running the reds. Red being gold. Because we're not going that far. We're just going past, I believe it's... I want to say we're just going to go past Thomas Valley. If I'm not mistaken. Let me check the map here. Because I know it's just south of Borden, right? Or just before. Right. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Okay, he's through Thomas Valley, so we've got the clear now. Whoops. Alright. We can get onto the main, and we'll drop some cars off on the main. Actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken... Get more speed. Just go full notch. Full 8. Notch 8. Don't be late. So all this is going on Borden Screamers, which is the first time we'll be switching that new industry. I mentioned it in the last episode that we had that new industry, so... Alright, here we are. Well, that was fast. Alright, we're gonna jump off. Put notches down there. And we will jump off. About Here, let's go. All right. A lot of cars coming through. And there we go. Brakes on. Man, you're zooming, boy. I just heard brake squeal. That's awesome. That's a first. That must be because of the update to the GP38. Actually, I updated the GP38 recently as well, and I think that added brake squeal, which is nice. All right, let's see. What do we need to organize here? So that is Borden's Creamery, BC1, BC2, BC2, it's BC4. If I'm not mistaken, we're kind of mixed up here a little bit. These go up front. The other two go in the rear. So we could just actually unhook this cut of cars here just on its own. Whoops. Zoomed out too much there. Alright, we'll just do this. Unhook the pipe there. And we'll do that. Alright, car's undone. We're gonna tie the brakes down on this car. We're gonna run around it later. We just got some money from Wilmot Depot. That's good. And then we'll go ahead and run over to the switch here. Alright. Brakes off, throttle forward, a couple notches on the throttle. Just manual switching, boys. Here we go. Alright. Once we get this into place, we'll go ahead and so throttle there, we got 10 miles an hour there. Alright. Gotta be very descriptive on that. Alright. And climb the ladder here so we can go ride the shove. Alright, off we go. What the hell was that? Oh, right, I think that is, yeah, 601 has arrived at its waypoint. Got it. Alright, coming through. Got it. Alright, shut the throttle down. Gonna apply. Do we need to flip this? We probably do need to flip the switch. There we go. Got it. Backing it. Gotta quote that every now and again. Putting these all here. Now shove this all the way to the rear here, and then we'll go here. Okay. Do. It's on. Alright, we got some money from this. Got it. Alright. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Oh. Got them all dropped off in the right spot here? Okay, yes we do. Alright, got it. Alright, good. Let's get this tied down here. Whoops. There we go. Tie that brake down. Yeah, that should do it. Let's do the brakes. Let's go. Pull forward. Or actually, yeah, pull forward, and then we'll back around and run around the other way. Alrighty. And once we clear the switch there, go back around, run around, go on to the other side of the main. Yep, that is brake squeal. That is probably from the GP38. Alright, we're good here. Back on this side here. I can get up the ladder. Okay. Alright, there we go. Make sure we're operating correctly. And then next up, yeah, next up would be taking the... Yeah, those cars there. Alright. So this is going to be on the far end, right? Oh, it's the whole section there. Okay. Probably shouldn't be going 23 along the line here. Alright, 6... Okay, he's arrived at his waypoint. That's good. Which means we also got passengers from Cochrane, right? Should have. Yeah, Cochrane Station. We dropped off our passengers there. Good. Alright, next up, we are going to go... Stop. Where's my brakes? The mouse cursor is, first of all. Jesus Christ, we went a little too far there. There we go. Set the switch. Run the switch around. Train around here. Good. Alright, some manual switching today. Something new. Not letting the AI take care of it too much here. Got some money from Borden's Creamery, so that's good. Alright, shut the throttle down. We're going about 15 miles an hour now. Okay, that's the little independent brakes. That's good. Alright. Got a crossing coming up here. Yeah. I do like the looks of the building, honestly. I do like that. That's kind of nice. And this is actually based off a real-life creamery. The actual real-life Borden's Creamery. Which I think is in New York, if I'm not mistaken. The Western North Carolina YouTube channel has a video kind of detailing a little bit about this place, honestly. Oh, dear God. We're going to slam right into the back of these cars here. If we're not careful. 5 miles an hour. Alright, that was a Larka, right? Yeah, that was a Larka. Larka Depot. Alright. Brake. There we go. Brakes on. Alright, we are good here. Let's go ahead and back. Set the lights. Pull. Now we're gonna run back to the very end of the train. And right, yeah, we need to set these off next, the hoppers, and then we set off our, whoops, crap. Here. Oh, I need to tie the brakes in, dude. I'll do this from third person, honestly. Not a bad deal. It's always one of those things where, like, I am one of the, I typically run the game in third person as much as possible because it's. But, yeah, For the most part, I run in third person because it's easier for me to look around and whatnot. It's more, I have more knowledge of what's going on around me, so. This one here. I've been recording for 25 minutes. I always check the recordings because I don't know how long I've been recording for. As I don't have a second monitor to check. And we should get this done pretty quickly. Probably will take most of the episode. Alright, once we clear the switch, we will break the train. We could probably, well, no, not kick. We can't really kick the cars because there's a strong uphill to the little spot there. So. I do like the fact that they put a whole bunch of cars just sitting around too. Very nicely detailed to some extent. Ah, crossing. Right in front of my face. Kind of blocking the main, but that should be fine. Alright, once we get clear here, we should be able to hook into the cars at the sawmill. So, and we do have cars to be dropped off at Bryson as well that we need to deal with in a second here. So. Easy does it. We cleared the switch stand. No, we're not. We're rolling anyway. A couple notches on throttle. We need to get to clear the switch stand here. Where is it? There it is. Alright, you're good there. Set the switch. That was weird. Got shoved a little bit there. Alright, off we go. Alright. We got our throttle going. Couple notches there. Should be... Switch from here. Snatch it. Anything sitting on the siding? No. Well, I mean, this is the first time I've serviced this industry. It should be fine. Jump off, run around. You can kind of see the grade here. How steep it is, so... Should be okay. What we're going to need to do is going to make sure we don't run off the end of it here. Which it looks like we're going to do here. Not careful. There we go. Got it. Alright. So everything's been sorted here. Brakes on that car. Take the brakes off here. Alright, couplers undone. Here. And then push the brakes. Pull forward. Away. There we go. Brakes are off. Cars are being unloaded. That's good. It shouldn't take too long for it to be unloaded here. And then we drop off the rest of the cars over in the sidings here. Over on the other siding here. So we'll get these all sorted here. Clear. Clear. Switch. It's on. Release the brakes, and we're off on the last bit of switching here. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna run over to the other set of switches there, or this switch here, so we can get around it. Oh, we're already, yeah, that's right. Duh, idiot. All right, well, we don't need to flip the switch there. We just need to set the cars off on the right track here. Jump on. Ah! Oh shit. It's not gonna go well. We're going 16 miles an hour. Why are we going that fast? Whatever. We're just gonna set. We're gonna set over here. Oh my Jesus! Apply the brakes. All right, there you go. Slam the brakes on. Dump it. So that's where it ends up. All right, that's the spot we need to drop it off here. Borge Creamery, and stop there. I think that's full. We'll check. Ah, where's my camera? No, we got a little bit more room. A couple more, not that many notches. Let's see how many cars we can fit in here, but I don't think it can fit a lot. Ow. Got something caught my throat. Alright. Shove it. And there we have it. Train is stopped. All sorted here. We have 1, 2, 3 cars that have not been dropped off. So that's unfortunate, but I think we actually have enough. We have a couple more cars in the works here to drop off here, so. Off here. There we go. We're going to tie the brakes on that car and tie the brakes on this car. And then we will take the rest of the cars back to Whittier. Oh, that's what's going on. I was like confused, like why is the sound kind of wonky here? It's because my headphones are dying. Get back in the cab. Can you close the door to the locomotive, please? I don't want to sit. There we go. Jesus. All right, we're off on our adventure, part 2. Okay. Well, once we get everything sorted here. Now we gotta drop these off into a pocket where they won't be in the way of the other switching here. What in the hell was that? Why is the train jittering? What is happening? What in God's green earth is going on here? The train is jittering. Alright. Barely see where you're going here. I wonder if it's because I was sitting down in the cab there. It's not used to that. Right, here we are. Actually, you know what? There is also cars at Wilmot. We'll stop here for now, and we will get our cars at Wilmot here. Because I know we have cars at Wilmot. We can just pick those up. And we'll take the cars that are at Wilmot over. Wilmot. We'll pick up the cars from Wilmot here. And then we'll go grab the empties here. So, make sure this switch is line for us as well. And we'll also need to set signals here. Good there. So, there's the brakes, notches. And I go over to here. We need to make sure Thomas Valley is clear. Just a sudden buzz as you move from camera to camera. Alrighty. Getting some work done here, boys. There's the frame rate. Frame rate's back. There's the jittering again. I wonder if it's just because I'm sitting in the seat and it's just not happy with that. Weird. Is the windows open? Yes, I do. What is happening there? It's almost like it's trying to throw the train off the tracks. I'm not sure what's going on there. There we go. I don't know what's going on. That is weird. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. That sounds more like a startup noise than anything. Alright, shut her down. Jesus Christ. Shaky cab. It feels like I'm being shoved into the ground or something. I don't know what's going on here. Should be able to do 40. Lord knows it's probably not safe for me to do to actually go through the yard pretty easily, but oh well. Alright, once we get in front of the station, we'll stop the train. Oh, we got bit on the curve there pretty hard. Went from 38 to 33. That's pretty nice. Put the brakes here. Okay. Okay. Go. Oh, just right in front of the crossing. That's funny. Okay. Check here. We have the one car coming out, and then this car right here is half full. Alright. What we'll do is we will drag out... Yeah, that's what we'll do here. We will drag the one car out onto the house track, and then we will then put the other one back in, and then move everything around later. So, brakes. Throttle off. Doing some switching here. Kind of neglecting the trains in general there, but that should be fine. Fucking Christ. I hate my mouse sometimes. I swear to God. Train stopped. Okay. And that was Dills, wasn't it? Yeah, Dills, bro. So he's already at Dills. I figured he would be. No, not that way. You'll screw up. Maintain your speed here. I'm not that fast. Okay. Just walk it back. Meanwhile, we need to make sure we are clear back into Whittier. train is having some issues today. Okay. Get that sorted out. And then let me look at the map here real quick, because we need to make sure we do not let him fly off into the yard. What we're going to do, we're going to set that switch like so. That way he doesn't go off on his own adventure. He just stops in front of the station. Alright, here we are. Good hitch. Stretch him. Alright, once the brakes on that car. Brakes on. Pull this out. There we go. I have a nice view there, gotta admit. We've run our passenger train, so that's pretty good. And we still have a bit of a loan here that we need to repay, but not much here. I'm just thinking about like whether or not I want to repay a bunch of that, or if I want to just like wait a little bit longer and try and get about 25,000. Well, about some more money so I can just pay off it all at once. There's also switching to be done at the paperboard. I just realized that I've got a lot of crap to deal with. You know what? We will drop it. We will kick this. We will kick this onto the main, because I just realized that can be done a little bit easy. Why did I stop so abruptly? We can kick this onto the main, and if it doesn't go any too far, it's going to be fine. We'll kick this out of the way. Alright, so there we go. Line that switch there. And then we will do this. And we will release the brakes there. Pop that open. And then bleed the air from this there. Onto that. Get this. Pull forward. Coupler undone. Brakes on. Kicked away. And we're good. Just clear the switch. Okay. There we go. There we go. Car's undone. Should be rolling. Good to go. All right. Perfect. Line the switch. We're good to go. We don't be going too fast, but I want to also make sure we don't run off the tracks with this. We should be going slow enough where we won't run off too badly. I should probably not stand in the middle of the line here. About 6 miles an hour, that should be fine. That's kind of cool. We did a little bit of kicking, light kicking. He is still rolling. That's funny. That'll be fun. Try and catch up to him a little bit. Alright, brakes on. There we go. Car stops. Now we wheel under the air. There, we're good. Now where are you? Oh, you're rolling back towards us. Jesus Christ. This might be a hard hit. I'll climb on the line. The mind speed. There you go. Yeah, got it. Perfect. We'll just ride the shove. Staying in the hopper. Woohoo! Now the other way, sir. Off we go to our adventure. You see, it's just like the one dude just sitting on top of a bunch of schist. Alright, while he's going, let's get the yard set up for the departure. Or at least the yard set up over here, so. I was thinking that eventually I will need to restart this map once the MOW update comes around. So it's gonna be I will figure out what I plan to do in the future, but as of right now, the update is not live and there's not much I need to worry about at this point. One switch there. One this switch. And these cars are coming out. Yeah, we should be fine. As long as we don't run into the back of them at high speed. Alright, here we go. It looks like locomotive number 1301. Timetable schedule has been completed. 1301, which is the one... Oh, yeah, Nantahala. Okay, cool. Good to know. Nantahala's doing okay, so we're going to wait for the other train to service here. And when's the next service here, actually, for that? That is the evening run. So, 17. Yeah, so it's about 5 p.m. right as that next service starts. The next service outbound. Oh, okay. 14:02 is when that train's supposed to depart. We are a little late, but that's fine. We can skip a service with the RDCs. We'll just run a little late. Well, I mean, not late, but still. Yellow. I'm gonna approach. Every time I do switching on the main, it's just like the RDCs get neglected. It's one of the more disappointing things with that service. I thought about just attacking one onto the passenger train so we can just do a push-pull service like that, but not sure if I want to do that just yet. Climbing through. Going past Creamery again. I didn't spot those very well, but I spotted them enough. How much money do we have again? Yeah, close enough. We need $2,000 more and I can do another loan. Or, well, repay the loan. I mean, I could do that now, actually. Let's do that. There you go. Repaid our loan. Try and pay down the debt. Okay, here we go. Coming up to Whittier next. I think the next service. In all seriousness, without how many passengers fit on those RDCs, it depends on how much I would want to do that. But I think I might push back the timing on those the RDC service a little bit, so it's not on top of the existing services, like so quickly. I might do that because as it stands right now, that service, like I think 2 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah, 2:01 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2:02 is when it's supposed to depart, which is when it's supposed to arrive in Bryson. It's like that's a little. Yeah, I could set it up to be 4. 4 o'clock, so that would be 16, yeah, 16. Got a red block. Not sure what I did there, but okay. Alright. Apply a little bit of braking here so we don't slam into the other cars at 35 miles an hour. Easy. Now that's the yard there. Alright, slow. Slow ahead. Get a bit more in the brakes there. Local on the brakes. 10 miles an hour should do it before we have to stop. Okay. Going 5 miles an hour. You are here. Bang. That's another thing that was occurring after the update. All the cars just uncoupled for some weird freaking reason. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so do you have your air pipe open? Yes, you do, actually. We'll close that up. What we'll do, we'll just tie these brakes together. Shove the cars back. Just enough anyway so we can get the Gordon's Creamery cars in, so we should be okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's good. And then what we'll do, up the ladder here. Is this car that's, yeah, it's this car that's got its handbrake on. Alright, good. Pull that forward there a bit. Clear the switch. Let me get over the switch here. There we go. And then really, just pull forward. There it is. Stop at a switch line against it. That's fine because you are at the final station. Silva. Shove it. And we are good right there. That's good. Stop. Oh. Tie the brakes on this car here. Come on. Why are you not doing that? There you go. There we go. Cars are undone. Ready to go. Alright. That's done. I might as well just start using AI again to kind of get this organized a little bit easier here. So, yeah, we should be able to do that. Well, alright. AI road, 15 miles an hour. We're gonna send this train out to over to, yeah, we'll do this. We send them out over here. This guy needs to be taken out because he's ready to go all the way up the hill. This one on L1. You need to go up the hill, drop off the logs, and then I think now it's time for busy. Now it's time for the busy season. Drop you off up here. Good. He's good to go. Got a bunch of cars here to go to the sawmill, and a bunch of stuff actually organized here. Stenzel Manufacturing. Okay, those are going to Stenzel Manufacturing. Good. Whittier Sawmill. A lot of Whittier switching, boys. We got our Mikado sitting over there. Which, by the way, I had to replace because one of the mods I had to update screwed up any locomotive. Like, I didn't install reinstall one of the particular mods correctly, so I lost all of my C46's consolidations and the K35 Mikados because they were using tender swaps or like the locomotive customizations that included tender swaps with it, like one of the livery mods essentially. So I ended up losing all of those locomotives. So I had to replace all of them. That's why some of the locomotives were kind of in the wrong spots here. Go along here. Good job. Alright, so next up on the list is going down this way here. Yeah, next up on the list is over here at Bryson, that's right. Because we need to organize our train here a little bit. Why, you fucking Christ almighty on a bike. Stop it! I just want to organize cars. Jesus. Alright, well. We have a bunch of cars to drop off here at Bryson. So that's good. 6 of 1's ready to go. Select you. And what we're going to do... I actually have cars coming out of Bryson too, actually. We'll pick that up on the way back. In the meantime, we need to pull this forward. Get the cars out of the switch there. Manual control, release the brakes. Move in here. Pull you out of the yard lead switch over there so we can get the train moving. And once he's cleared the switch, we will send the other log train up the mountain so we can grab some logs that are sitting up at Walker Logging here. So keep moving. Oh, 57 minutes already. Jesus. I recorded that long? That was all the switching and boardings and stuff? That's funny. Alright, well, that's good. Makes it a little easier for me, honestly. Alright, stop there. Alright, well, I guess I'll end the episode here, considering we've been recording for 57 minutes and I've been doing nothing but switching at Borden's Creamery and all that kind of stuff, which was kind of the point of this episode in the first place. So, like and comment down below, subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.